I think. So here's the thing, right? Me being the kid who was quiet, it taught me a lot. You still in high school? Yeah, I missed them high school days, man. Actually, high school was different though. High school was for me. I was the quiet kid like that in middle school. I didn't start getting out of my shell until like junior year. That's when I really started getting out of my shell. And then it's different too, because that the dynamic switched. We yapping about some life stuff. The dynamic switched, right? It went from being the quiet kid and not knowing how to talk to people to being the kid who just doesn't want to talk to people. Like the older I got and the more I realized how people are, it made me not even want to be around them. It made me want to distance myself. Cause I realized at a younger age from being quiet, right? When you're quiet, you're kind of like, here's how it works. When you're quiet, you don't, I said this before in like a TikTok clip, but when you're quiet, you don't get to make friends. Your friends are people who choose to talk to you. Cause like I'm not going up to people, yo, what's your name? Let's be friends. Like I didn't do that. So everyone I became friends with just naturally approached me, or I approached in like a natural, organic way that wasn't weird. So my whole life, all through high school too. Well, high school is different. I'm gonna get into that. But all the way up into like eighth grade, excuse me, all the way up into like eighth grade, the friends I was friends with were people. I only had like one, two actual friends in school. I had a whole bunch of friends outside of school, but that's because like in your neighborhood is different. Like you're around the kids in your neighborhood. But in school, I only had like one, two in school friends. I was never popular, nothing like that, and that doesn't make you cool to be popular. Nothing. You don't have to be popular. Nothing wrong with not being popular. But I wasn't even. You know how there's tiers in school? It's like popular, athlete, the pretty girl, the quiet kids, anime kids, band kids, whatever. I literally was just that percentage of kid that was just nothing. Like I was literally nothing. Not saying I was nothing, but like I didn't do nothing. I wasn't known for nothing. I played basketball, but I didn't make the team. So it was like I didn't have. I wasn't walking around talking to people. I was just quiet to my own self. So I just didn't do nothing. So I was like that all the way up until like middle school. Like I said, once I hit high school, my brain switched a little bit. I started being able to make friends and I started being able to become cool with people, but I actively chose to not be cool with everybody. Because up until that point in time, I realized everyone's just like, I don't want to say clout chasing because it doesn't, but in high school, it's like people were trying, they were like, people weren't really cool with each other. They were just all trying to fit in and be popular and be like, you know what I'm trying to say? That's how it was. Like people didn't really, like I would watch cool people talk crazy behind their friends' back. I would watch cool people get into fights and beef with people that and all type of stuff over girls. I watch them uh try to flame each other and try to it just seemed like everyone was going out of their way to be more cool. And it was like no one was themselves. And I was realizing that, right? I didn't have the best clothes or nothing like that. I wasn't poor. I just didn't have no clothes because personal reasons and all that other stuff. Going into high school as a freshman, I didn't have none of that. So I was like the bum low key, but I was quiet. I didn't talk to nobody. Around like sophomore to junior year, this was when I like really started hitting my like started getting way better clothes. I was on the basketball team, all type of stuff. Right, started hooping, started having clothes. People was a whole bunch of people all, like, bro, you how you got so much clothes? This and that. I wasn't buying like the purple jeans and all that the kids be buying nowadays, but I was clean for sure. For my age grade, I was clean, right? But up until that point, when I didn't have none of that, I was seeing how people was treating me. So now that people treat me differently, I was realizing, okay, that's just how it is. Like that's the hierarchy. Like people only choose to be cool with who's cool. Bro, there's so many trends in my school I dang near started that I don't take credit for because I don't want to take credit for. Like I don't feel the need to feel like I'm better than you, so let me take credit for something else. You know what I mean? I never cared. I was on the basketball team, never sat with no one who played basketball. On the basketball team, never sat with no athletes, never worked out with no athletes, never did nothing, bro. Because I realized it's all artificial. You would expect your teammates to support you, right? No. There's people on the basketball team. You would expect your teammates to want to see you win, right? No. They didn't. They really didn't. I'm talking my own teammates, bro. Like, what? We're playing other schools together and you want to see me lose? How does that make sense, bro? Like, that's when I knew like everything was fake and I just stopped caring. At that point in time, I wasn't even doing YouTube. I started doing YouTube my senior year, the year after that, and and then junior year was just the pinnacle of like I tried everything. I finally got the coolness, the independence on the basketball team, got good clothes. That was when I finally got to experience like what it was like to be a cool kid or a kid who had some type of, you know what I mean, some type of relevance. I was no longer like that kid who just nobody knew. Like I had my name was going around school, like people knew who I was type stuff. Not like, oh no, you know what I mean, but people knew what I was doing type. But senior year, it was like senior year was more like I got out of my system. You know, I didn't even try out senior year because I didn't want to play basketball anymore. I started doing YouTube, and that's when I really just distanced myself from everybody and started focusing on YouTube for real. And then y'all know like how it is now. But it just all showed me that there's just really no point. Like it means nothing. It really means nothing. When you're quiet for so long, I'm finally able to talk to people now. Like even now I can go outside right now and talk to anybody I want to. But the thing I learned is this. There's a difference between being an extrovert, being an introvert, and being a forced introvert, right? Like I'd say I'm an introvert at heart, but I'm not no more. Because an introvert physically can't talk to people. You get what I'm saying? I can talk to people, I just choose not to. I just choose not to talk to nobody because I know I'm not gonna gain nothing from it. I know there's no point in like having fake conversations with people. But you know, every now and then I try to get some shots up, you know what I mean? Just talk to random people while I'm in the store, whether I'm whatever I'm doing. Just say how they going. Just talk to a random person. Just to keep the gears moving because you know, we're supposed to talk to people and it is a skill set and you can lose it if you don't use it. To other person, it isn't fake though. It's a great take. But I never got too deep into it. I just realized that like high school is like different. They feel connections, maybe you don't. That's true. Never got that deep into it though. I just always assume like everyone's the same, which isn't good, which is why I tried to work on it, but it just was tiring, bro. Like being around people that you don't even care, like being scared of their opinions that you don't even care. And it made me, in a negative way, I'm not gonna cap, I kind of started to resent people. Not resent people, all people, but like if I would see that person, it's like, bro, you like sick to the core, like like the cool person, right? He'll walk up, try to dab me. It was good, bro, and I was like, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like I know you don't. I choose not to talk to people because I'm bad at listening, so I always gotta ask someone to repeat themselves like 5 times. No, but that's how I was feeling, bro. I was feeling like there's no point in me conversing with y'all, bro. Cause I don't know. That's why now, like all my friends today, I can count on my hands. I have not made a new friend in literally. Let me really think about this. The last friend I made was in like I want to say 2019. No, I probably made some new friends like 2020. I'll say 2020 to be safe. I haven't made like a new friend since like 2020. And everyone I'm close friends with now in my phone that I can call and they can call me is all friends I grew up with. All friends I grew up with. I choose not to talk to people when I don't feel like fake laughing. After I graduated, I don't talk to any people I know. Of course you don't. That's how it goes, bro. And everyone was telling me that when I was in high school. But I've always had like older people in my ear a little bit about how high school is. And I started doing my research on the internet, and I think that's kind of why I know a good amount of stuff that I shouldn't have known at that age. Because I've always thought different. Bro, I'm telling you, listen, when you're quiet like I was, all you have is your thoughts. So I'm just in my head thinking 24/7. So I was constantly thinking like, what's next? What's that come? Like, what am I gonna do after I graduate? What's life about? I was always thinking about that. So like I don't view the world how I should have when I was at that age. Like most people don't, they only care about girls, getting money, sports, whatever, looking cool. I was thinking like, bro, what am I finna do? You know what I mean? I was truly trying to think, and I wasn't smart in school. I wasn't so good at basketball that I got a scholarship. So I was just like, there's nothing else to do. Like, nothing to do but think. But it all turned out how I wanted it to. I'm happy it turned out the way it did. So I'm gonna try to lock in on cricket. Try to lock in on creating content. I think it can be a good pathway for me. But